Okay, hello. So hopefully you've had enough time to give these a shot, and I will solve them now for you. So remember, we are going to make this into addition and change the symbols on everything inside our second bracket. You don't need to do anything with the first bracket, but the second one, all the symbols are switched. That should be a negative. And then I've been liking writing them on top of each other. So I'm going to look at our like terms and try to put those on top of each other. So let's go negative 5m. And then we've got a positive mn. And then we have a negative 7. Here we have our now negative 2m. And we don't have an mn. We just have this now positive 6n, and we now have this negative 1. So let's add these two. A negative 5 plus a negative 2 is going to be a negative 7m. These two, because we can't combine them, I'm just going to write them next to each other. Okay, we can't combine these. These are not like terms. So I'm just going to write this as a positive mn and a positive 6n. And these ones I can combine. Negative 7 plus negative 1 is going to leave us with negative 8. So that's the answer for that one. So we have a couple of unlike terms that we can't simplify. Let's look at our next one. Okay, so first let's look at changing the symbols on everything inside this bracket. So this is going to become positive, that's going to become negative, that's going to become negative, that's going to become positive. And then let's also look at our like terms. So we've got a 2a here. Any other a's? Yeah, we've got a 3a right there. Okay, next we have a 3b. Any 3b's in here, or sorry, b's in here? Yeah, we've got a negative b. Well, it's going to be a positive one. Next, let's look at, we have a negative 3a squared. Any a squareds? Yes, this one right here. And finally, we do have the last term, a positive b squared, and we do have a b squared right here. So I'm going to rewrite them, and I'm going to start with our highest exponents just for fun. So let's write the negative 3a squared plus b squared plus 2a plus 3b. That's this one right here written out. And now I'm going to write these ones underneath it. Let's start with our a squared. So now we have a positive a squared plus a squared. Let's look at our b squared. We now have a negative 8b squared. And let's look for our a's. We now have a negative 3a, subtract 3a. And I can cross those out. And we now have a positive b plus b. So now let's just add them up. We have a negative 3a squared plus 1, still going to be negative 2a squared. Now we have a positive b plus a negative 8, so still going to be negative 7b squared. Next we have a positive 2a subtract 3 or plus negative 3, so that's going to be a negative 1a or just a negative a. Finally, we have a positive b, 3b plus 1b is going to be positive 4b. And that's our final answer for that one. Circle it for you. And the last one. So again, we are just going to make this into an addition question and change all of the symbols inside here. So this is going to become negative 6y squared. This is going to become negative 9y, and this will become positive xy. And now let's look for some like terms. We have an xy, and we've got a negative xy, though it's going to become positive. Here we have a negative x, but that no x is over here. Next, we have a negative 5y, and we do here have a y as well. And finally, we have a plus 4y squared, and we have a y squared here as well. So let's rewrite it. I'm going to put our squareds first. So we have a plus 4y squared. Don't need the plus. And then I'm going to do our plus xy. And then I'm going to do subtract x, subtract 5y. That's our first one done. And now I'll write underneath it our other one. So let's put now, it's now a negative 6y squared. And we do have now a positive xy. We don't have an x, remember? So I am going to put our now negative 9y over here. Just visually, I think a little bit easier to see. So now we've got 4 plus negative 6 is going to leave us with negative 2y squared. Remember our invisible 1 right here. So we now have plus 2y or xy. This negative x is just going to come down by itself. And now we have a negative 5 plus a negative 9 is going to leave us with negative 14y. And that there is our final answer.